We haven't even started yet. We added on to the farm. So we're like, well, I really think you want to. And that's just put there. Cannot put it in there. Give me the time. And we'll look at you right now. That girl. Right there. Shallow, it's not as many Someone with a loud. All right, Con, Amber, are y'all around and ready? Close enough. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dana Kretzer, and I am an Executive Regional Vice President with Arbonne. Just want to welcome all of you tonight, especially our guests, and just want to tell you what a privilege we find it each and every month that we get to share from our own experience, different consultants getting to share from our experience for solid facts about the company, about the products, and about this business opportunity and what it has to offer. And tonight, y'all are in for such a treat because the opportunity presentation, as you saw in the invitation, is shared between Regional Vice President Connolly Stewart and District Manager Amber Fry, two dear friends of mine who I would never in a million years have gotten to know apart from Arbonne, would never have met. And so, Connolly, I believe you're up first, and what a leader, and you are just building such an amazing organization because of your heart and the way you care for your team. So come on up, and Amy, thank you. And Ginger's
Let's make sure that it actually works.
Well, it's so far.
You got one screen, you got one picture. There you go.
Thanks, Dina. Okay, so I will just second what Dean said and welcome everyone. So I'm just going to share a little bit about myself, and then I'm going to turn in my Arbonne journey, and then I'll turn it over to Amber, and then you'll hear a little bit more from me at the end of the presentation. So again, my name is Connolly Stewart, and I'm a Regional Vice President and Independent Consultant with Arbonne, so you're in the right place. And I have been in Arbonne for 6 years, so I will tell you, I was a kindergarten teacher when I was first introduced to the business. We may have quite a few teachers in the room, or some of you might be thinking, a kindergarten teacher? Yeah, right, that was so far off my radar, I would have never done that. So you usually get like one of two responses when you're a kindergarten teacher. You must be so patient, or I would have never done that. I don't even know why you should, I could have never done it. But that's what I always wanted to do. That was my dream. That's where my heart was since I was like a little girl. I would play school. My mom says sometimes I wasn't so nice. She's like, where did you pick that up from? You're yelling at all the kids in your classroom. But I didn't do that as a real teacher. Sometimes maybe at home with my kids, just kidding. But so I have two little guys now, and so I'll kind of weave them into my story. But I was in the classroom teaching, and I had always dreamed that that's what I wanted to do, and then just something felt really different when I actually got in there and started building my dream. I don't even know if I'll call it career now, because now I can see that it really wasn't for me, but it was kind of like my dream, and I thought, wow, this is what I want to do. I went to school for 5 years, I earned a master's degree, and then how disheartening it feels when I got into the classroom and things look different. So what I mean by that is that, the harder you work in teaching, at least where I was, you get a lot more thrown on your plate. And it's not just in education, it's in a lot of careers, a lot of corporate careers. The harder you work, the more that gets thrown on your plate for what? The same amount of pay, right? Mm-hmm. And in teaching at the time, and this was about 5 years ago, we weren't definitely not getting raises. And some things were transitioning with our insurance premiums and whatnot, so that we were really going to make a little bit less money. So I was wanting to almost like have a promotion in the classroom, but I didn't know how to do that. So I began looking for leadership positions, and I started thinking, well, gosh, I don't really think I want to be a principal, because that is just super stressful. And I knew about the salary the principals made, and I just couldn't really weigh that out. So I did have something inside of me that realized I like to work really efficiently, and I like to be motivated, right? And I like to be paid what I feel like I'm worth. And so I didn't necessarily know all those things before I got into my job, but once I got there, I quickly started realizing those are the things that I value, and along with that, I really value helping others. And so I was getting the helping others portion in education, because every day I got to have like the cutest 5-year-olds at my door walking in, eager to learn, and anything I said was like perfection, right? But on the other end, there was no way for me to move up doing what I loved. And so there was this other little piece to the puzzle too, which was that I was newly married and knew that I wanted to start a family. So how did this all tie together, right? It didn't. It did not. The pieces of the puzzle did not match up well in my mind. So that concerned me. It really did, especially because I was working among so many others who did have young children, and I saw the sacrifices that they were making, and quite frankly, they definitely didn't seem happy. I mean, it was pretty obvious with not everyone, but many of my coworkers. So right away I knew I just don't think that that's what I want my life to look like, particularly when I have children, which I knew was on the horizon, being newly married. So my best friend recommended I look at the Arbonne business, and I just thought that was a joke. I really did. I mean, I am pretty black and white, and that to me was just not exactly what I saw as something I would be doing. So I thought that was really sweet that Brittany was not building, I think she's building anything. I thought it was really sweet that Brittany had a lipstick business where she probably sold makeup out of the back seat of her car so she could buy more makeup for herself. But I didn't think that was for me, having earned a master's degree. So, come on in, there's a seat right up here. Sorry. So long story short, I said, no thanks, Britt, no thanks, that's not for me, for probably a good 6 months. It really was when we just continued talking with Britt and her husband, and then my husband got wind of, what do you think, as a guy, he heard extra stream of income via networking. He was like, hello, why wouldn't you look at an additional stream of income? Like, why wouldn't you? Why are you being silly? I said, okay, well, maybe you're right. And we went to a business opportunity presentation just like this. It was just like on a little bit of a bigger scale, because our national vice president had flown in from Hawaii, and her story just really blew me away. And that was really one of my first introductions to Arbonne. And Dr. Limpuana, who is now a good friend, it's really cool to have built that relationship with someone who at this moment I was just like, wow, this is someone who replaced a physician's salary in 9 months, right? And now she gets to be a friend and mentor to me because I said yes to this business and chose to grow it on a leadership level. So when I heard Lynn's story, I was basically like, I am in. The light bulb went off. Have you ever had that light bulb moment? Some of you consultants have. And you're just like, oh my gosh, where was I? Was I in the dark? Because this is an amazing business opportunity. And I had the feeling of hope, and I always say that's a feeling we just never want to let go of, because it feels so good to feel hope. Because the opposite of that feeling is depressing, right? When you feel hopeless. So I felt so hopeful. I knew that I had the vehicle to provide me the choices and our family the choices. And truthfully, I hadn't even taken it beyond that mindset yet. Now the mindset's a lot different, because our family has been provided the choices. So I have 2 little guys now. I have a Grayson who's 5 and an Elliot who turns 3 next week. And, they're the reason I started my business because when I got pregnant with Grayson, I was like, I thought I was all in. I am 100,000% all in now because he was the reason that I left teaching and replaced my salary at the time and, have well beyond done that now. But I said that that's where my vision started then because it was really about me, and that's okay. When you first start your business, it very likely may just be about you, and it may be about finances, and that's great because what does money buy us? Choices, right? But as I've progressed and grown personally in the business, it's well beyond just about me and my family. And every day, of course, we are like literally living the dream, the boys and I, all 3 of them, my husband, 2 little guys, all the boys, we're living the dream. But now we also get to teach, or I get to teach and train, still using my teaching degree, right? That's still so relevant every day of my life between Arbonne and between my kids. I get to teach and train so many others to dig deep into what their heart desires. It's not becoming a stay-at-home mom for everyone, but that was my heart's desire. But to teach and train others to dig in, find out what it is that they desire, and then to choose to say yes and to choose to commit to that. And that's, if you're a consultant, you're here tonight because you've committed to what you want for your life. If you're here as a guest, I want to tell you that you now are going to be painted an amazing picture tonight. So just soak it in and enjoy all the feelings of greatness that you have here and use that to propel you forward. So that's a little bit about me. And now Amber is going to come up, and I'm so happy to get to share this with you tonight, yes. Amber.
Awesome. Thanks, Connolly. I just want to welcome all the guests that are here. Listening to this for the first time and learning some of the things that we're going to share. Thank you for being here. And then it's good to see all the consultants and people I know. I'll tell a little bit about myself. My name is Amber Fry, and I'm a district manager and independent consultant with Arbonne. I also have a cold, so sorry, my voice sounds funny. Hang on. I'm a musician. That's what I do full time. I have owned my own business teaching private music lessons I'm also a teacher, a lot like Connolly was, and I still am. But I've been doing that for 13 years. I'm a performer, and I also do studio work, and I love my job. From the outside, I think it looks awesome, what I've created. I have flexibility in my job. I'm my own boss. Like, that's awesome. I was definitely inspired to start my own business. I know I look like I'm 16, but I'm turning 32 next month. So I was inspired by my mom. She's an entrepreneur herself. She teaches, and it looked very attractive to kind of create that for myself when I was in college. And then my dad also has kind of jumped into the corporate world and owned his own business, kind of flip-flopped back and forth. So it was definitely something that I wanted to do. And then I'll kind of come back to that. So I got introduced to Arbonne about 3.5 years ago through the 30-day clean eating program. My husband and I were looking for just to feel better. I always say this, but we felt like complete crap because we did. We were feeling awful. We were had no energy. We're looking for some nutritional products, and then we found the program. And it changed our world. It changed our health. I could not stop sharing it with every single person, all of my friends and family. I didn't realize what I was doing, but I was pretty much doing half of what an Arbonne consultant was doing anyway, was sharing it with friends and loved ones and people. And then I fell in love with the skincare as well, too. And then in that time period, I was sharing it with even my sister-in-law. I was telling her about the 30-day clean eating program, and she goes, "You should do this." And I was like, "I did it. I did the 30 days." She goes, "You should do this as a business." And I rolled my eyes, and I think I laughed at her. And I was like, "Yeah, right, you know." But what I was thinking inside was like, "There's no way. I mean, that's silly. Like, weird people do that business, and I'm not weird. I'm really cool, so I would not do a business like that." So, kind of fast forward to this time, a little bit longer than a year ago, I really hit a crossroads with my business. From the outside, it looked amazing. From the inside, I was really dying. I love teaching. I love music. Those two worlds for my business. Doing that all the time, I felt just kind of stuck. I think loving those two things and feeling like I had to go to work. There was a lot of pressure on me. My husband was in grad school at the time, and I was just really unhappy. I was kind of like, I felt like it was just kind of sucking the joy out of what I really love. So I'm really thankful for Anna, my sister, who called me this past December, was like, Amber, I'm doing this. I'm doing this Arbonne thing. And I was like, what? And so I definitely wanted to jump into it. But my first hesitation was like, I have no time. Like, who's got time for that? Like, who has time to fill in a part-time job, a full-time job, whatever kind of job it is? Kind of thought I had to quit my job to be good and great at it. And then I was uneducated, I felt like. So after I learned a lot about Arbonne, I realized it was meant to work alongside a full-time job. So I was thinking, okay, I could do this. And then my other hesitation, going back to only weird people do this, I just told myself, I made kind of a promise to myself, well, if I'm not weird, I'm just not going to turn weird, you know? And I won't be weird like everybody else is, and I'll be like that one cool Arbonne consultant. And then I realized, like, everybody in here and everybody I met was so awesome. I think the difference is because we care about people's health and wellness, and we love to educate people, and I think that that's what makes us not salesy, and I love that, and I felt like I could be completely me. So I jumped in, obviously, I'm a consultant now, and I'm so excited. I'm excited for where this is bringing me. One really cool thing is a week after I started my business, I felt like I loved my job again, like 1 week after, and I was like, this is awesome. This is exactly what I was missing in my other job. So I'm definitely a lot happier. I love the personal growth that it's helped. But then I'm excited for where this is taking me and my husband's life and what we're dreaming about. So I know that, like, everybody in here, we all have something in common. One, we all use products, right? We all use nutrition or skincare. And another one, we all know people that use products, you know. We might have that one friend that maybe is kind of dirty and doesn't wash their hair or something, so we won't share shampoo with them, I don't know. But we all know people that use products. And then I know another thing that we all share in here is that we have, like, a desire of what we want, like, life to look like. And, you know, you might go to bed every single night thinking about those things, or maybe you just kind of stopped thinking about them because you didn't think it would, you know, come true. So be thinking about those things, as I'm going to share some stuff on the screen, and Connolly will too, but be thinking about what you want out of life. This could be it. You know, this could be something that kind of fills that void that you've been missing. So, do I have a clicker or no? You're clicking. Okay.
Not that. I'm not that high tech. I'm your clicker.
Click. Okay. Discover Arbonne. Okay, so this is the next generation income opportunity. You can just move to the next one. All right. The Arbonne story. So we're a botanically based beauty, health, and wellness company that's actually coming up on a 36-year-old history. We have cutting-edge research and development. We have so many people on our board that are working on our products to make them just outstanding. This is what people are experiencing when they're trying them, when they're using them. And then we also have a passionate culture of independent consultants. They're in this room. You will experience this all over. And then we also have a global opportunity that Connolly is going to talk about. We have a generous compensation plan. If we didn't have a compensation plan, maybe some people would still be sharing these products because it's changing people's lives. But I love that there's a compensation plan attached to this. This is really amazing. And then the opportunity for a willable business. My job, my other teaching job, does not have that. So if I stop going to work and nobody's going to pay me at all. So I love this. And then the experienced, committed home office team. We have a behind-the-scenes crew that kind of deals with everything. I love calling Arbonne and even talking to people that are helping with things. And I love that my preferred clients can call and get things worked out if they have any problems. And then we have also state-of-the-art distribution and support centers. All right. The Arbonne product advantage. Our products are unique. We're plant-based formulations, blending the best of science and nature. I know that people are looking high and low for this type of product. And then highest quality ingredients from around the globe. We're pH correct and hypoallergenic, vegan certified. That's a hard certification to get. The dermatologist tested, clinically proven, never tested on animals, and were built on Swiss heritage to European standards. That bottom part, what that means is that actually here in the United States, we only ban 14 different toxins and chemicals that are not allowed in our products. And then we go by the European Union, and what they actually do not allow 1,400 chemicals and toxins in products. So we go by a very strict standard. Our products are formulated. This is just as important to think about what we're formulated without. I love sharing to my friends that have celiac disease or are gluten intolerant because we are gluten free. We also have no petroleum in our products, animal products or byproducts, and never tested on animals. I love that if you love animals. The animal products or byproducts, I don't know if you guys ever look into any of this, but I'll explain that a little bit too. I think this is kind of gross, so bear with me. Have you ever wondered what happens to euthanized animals and roadkill and fat from fast foods? Like, where does all that stuff go? You know, do they just bury it in the ground or what? Well, so they take those things and take it and send it to a rendering plant, and they just boil down all of that stuff. And then the stuff that comes up to the top, they just scrape off that food, and they sell it to cosmetic industries and soap companies. Isn't that gross? So it's called tallow. So that's in a lot of your products. And actually the FDA here considers it natural ingredients. It's cool. Gross. Have you ever taken a bath and then you get out of the bathtub and there's like that scum around the bathtub? And you're like, did that come from me? You know, am I that dirty? That's tallow. That's like the soap scum that's coming from tallow. So anyway, we do not have that in our products. We also have no formaldehyde, donating preservatives, chemical dyes and fragrances, artificial sweeteners, colors, or flavors, parabens or phthalates, which I love that we don't have that. That's linked to cancers. We can move to the next one. We have a wide range of consumable products. Arbonne offers prestige beauty, health, wellness products with targeted results. If you have hair, skin, and a pulse, we have something for you. Skincare, nutrition, sun, makeup, bath, body care, baby care. We have it all. I love that. So it's true. Anybody can use this stuff. Babies, and then all the way up till you're about you pass away. All right. RE9 advanced clinical results. So we beat the #1 department store brand and the leading multi-level marketing brand. And what was tested was skin's firmness, immediate moisturization, and then skin's elasticity. So that's really what we're looking for, right? For anti-aging skincare, this is what we're looking for, is to see those kinds of things change on our skin. All right, you can move to the next one. And then the 30 Days to Healthy Living. This is what I fell in love with. I'm so passionate about this. I could talk about this all day, every day. But this is all about hitting the refresh button, reducing the number of toxins we ingest, increasing the number of toxins we eliminate, eating clean, consuming whole foods, really teaching you how to just change your life into a healthy one. And I know all of us consultants in here use these products. We just share these products with friends. And can even share like videos and stuff that give a lot of information about this. You can really build your business on this program. I mean, you can do amazing just sharing this program, but then we all have everything else too. So you can move to the next one. These are 2 products. Jessie, you're doing the cleaning. We'll talk about these, but our top was, these are just some of the nutritional products that we have that we use in the program. Just 2 of them. There's more. The protein shakes and the daily fiber use. They're awesome. We can move to the next one. All right, that's it.
That's a wrap.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Nice job.
Thank you, Amber. I like that. I always say we have everything, the skin and hair, but I haven't said and a pulse, so I like that. I just learned something else to add, so that was great. So I'm now going to talk about our business model, and this is not Arbonne's business model. This is the traditional business model, and then we'll compare it to Arbonne's business model, which is network marketing. So the traditional business model has a lot of middlemen. So you see all those little arrows? Those are all the middlemen. So it starts at the manufacturer. the product goes through the wholesaler, warehouser, sales force, retailer, and then consumer. And guess what? All the middlemen have to be paid, particularly the advertisers have to get paid a lot. And when all the middlemen have to get paid, the consumer is going to pay more for the product, like a lot more. There's going to be quite a hike up there because the middlemen have to be paid. So Arbonne's model is so much more efficient, and you'll see. So note all these arrows here, and we're not going to flip yet, but when we do, you'll notice that a lot of those little arrows disappeared because Arbonne's business model makes more sense, truthfully. So in the traditional business model, so let's just think maybe you own your own business. So we, entrepreneurs, Amber just shared that. That really was a big dream of hers, being her own boss, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you know what? There is a lot of times risk and a high investment. Also, you have to deal with employees and payroll. There's a lot of overhead expenses. Long hours, your business owns you, so if you stop working as a traditional entrepreneur, your business stops. It doesn't generally keep paying you if you stop working, and your consumers, as I stated earlier, paying for all those middlemen. Okay, we're ready. You got me. So Arbonne, see the arrows? There's only 2. So literally in the Arbonne network marketing business model, we have the manufacturer, the consultant, and the consumer. And the consultant doesn't technically even deliver products to the consumer. We introduce products to the consumer. So it can be something as simple as just a conversation, about that clean eating program. Or like, girl, what's that lipstick you're wearing? Oh, it's my Arbonne Aster. I love this color. It's my favorite. Like, that is actually and that's a true statement. You guys who know me, yeah. But that is literally just what we're doing, but maybe a little more casually than that. So, or sometimes it's through group presentations, which I adore group presentations because I love hanging out with a few new girlfriends around, a detox tea or a bottle of wine and just sharing some Arbonne. It's simple. I just want you to know network marketing sounds fancy, but it's actually simple. And those little arrows should show you how simplistic this business model is. And that's what we like about it, because simplicity duplicates. And I'll get into that a little bit more, but there is so much power behind duplication and having more than one of yourself out there, right? So our clients can order online. That's amazing because everyone wants to shop online anyway. So the fact that our clients can easily order online with a discount through our preferred client program, it's great. It's a win-win. Arbonne stocks our products. We do not stock product, right? So who wants to stock product? That would really overwhelm me. And that's actually pretty much what I thought my best friend did. Remember I said I thought she sold lipstick out of the back of her car? Because I thought that she did just stock product and then just, divvy it out. Oh, you want this lipstick? Let me go get it for you. We don't have to do that. And our products are all consumable, which equals repeat orders, yes. And then we get to leverage our time. So we're building a team, and that's what I was talking about with the duplication. And leveraging your time is really powerful. So why Arbonne and why now? So you guys, there are a lot of network marketing businesses out there. And, why choose Arbonne? So when you're looking at a network marketing business, there are 4 key factors. You want the network marketing business to have at least one of them to be viable. But guess what? Arbonne has all 4. So I'm going to roll through those and explain how amazing that is that we have all 4 of those. So we're definitely viable since we're over a 36-year-old company, right? So we have consumable products, and that's great because when your clients run out, they're going to reorder. Or what about me as a consultant? When I run out, I reorder, and there's beauty behind that because as a consultant, at district manager or above, which I'll roll through those levels, and you're getting paid on your reorders. So I'm literally making a commission to reorder, which is really cool. So consumable product is also awesome because we're not just talking about a consumable, okay product. Like, I don't really need it if it runs out. I could just run to CVS and go get it. My skin would look just as great. Not at all. Our clients love our products. So when they run out, you want to reorder because their body feels great from the nutrition products. Their skin is glowing from the skincare, or their baby's eczema is cleared from the baby line. They don't want to run out of them. every time a reorder happens, we're paid a commission. And like I said before, those reorders can happen online. So that's really, really an amazing feeling when a client reorders online and you've built the original relationship, but now you're creating residual income and you're receiving that commission. So demand for health and wellness. I don't really even need to go through this one. You guys know. I mean, if you are even on Facebook or, even just watching commercials on TV, seeing all the little boutique style gyms that are popping up. I mean, we got the Orange Theory, the bar, it's all out there. Why? Because people value health and wellness now more than they ever have, and it's not going to shift. So how amazing that we are in a business that can basically partner with this huge need already for health and wellness. And our products are really second to none. Ability to leverage your time. So this is what I was talking about with duplication. So you want to be sure that the network marketing company is set up in a way that you truly can leverage your time, and Arbonne's business model is. So if there were more than one of me as like a mom, the dishes would always be clean. There would never be any laundry to fold, right? I could be present with both my kids at the same time doing two separate things, but that's just not reality. But in Arbonne it is. So if you are a parent, I want you to think about that, because that's pretty cool that that's how your business works, right? So when we're leveraging our time, and this concept really blew my mind as a teacher, because I'd never even thought about duplicating what I do and my efforts down to others. And I can tell you from the teaching standpoint, it's like this. If the gal, the lady, Mrs. Maloney, I still remember her name, who helped me, she was my cooperating teacher when a student taught. She did the most amazing job. That's why my first year teaching really was a breeze as far as classroom management. But she never got paid any commission on my successful years after that, my 4 years of successful teaching. So did she have to do an amazing job? She really actually didn't. She just did because she was a kind person, But in Arbonne, we teach, and if you're building a team, you teach and train others. You're invested in them. Your leaders are invested in you, and everybody wins. And that is leveraging your time, and it's duplication, and it's just a phenomenal business model, and it's real. Like, none of it's, it's not just this thing where, people are trying to, you do all the work and then I'm just going to sit back and collect that commission check. It doesn't work that way in our commissions, the way our commissions are set up. So you're always going to have the best leadership and the best mentors, and we truly do care about your success. And that's always blown my mind. It still does to this day. And then we're an internet-based business. So you want to be sure that your business can be run from anywhere. And with the way that Arbonne is designed, as long as we even just have our cell phone and the app, the new shop app, which is really cool, we can run our business. So those are the 4 key factors, and you want to make sure the business has at least one, and Arbonne has all 4. So we can roll through. So we're a global opportunity. We're in the US, the UK, Canada, Australia, Poland, getting out of order, Taiwan, Miss New Zealand. So Taiwan is actually on the 8th that we're opening up in, just in like a week. So it's very exciting, and global means opportunity. Okay, so this is already a huge opportunity, but this global means a grander opportunity. So if you know someone in one of these countries, that's amazing. If you don't know someone in one of these countries, I still want you to think globally, because you can still go global. Because remember, our business is a lot about networking and just meeting new people. And so, like I said, I love doing group presentations, and I have one this week where I could meet, who knows who I'll meet. I could meet someone whose family lives in Australia or Poland, right? And then I could share the business with that person and show them how this is a ground floor opportunity in one of those countries. We haven't been in those countries as long as we have in the U.S., right? And so the U.S. is huge. So there's so much room for growth in the U.S., but it's so cool to know that we can also expand out globally. Okay, so it starts with you, and all these pictures you're going to see that are coming up here are all Arbonne Independent Consultants. So it starts with you. Your business truly starts with your desire to want to make a difference and to want to make a change. And then we build a network of independent consultants and clients. This is literally all we do. And then it just keeps growing out, right? And so you see how this is really, so sometimes when you hear network marketing, you hear like, is it a pyramid scheme? And this is pyramid, right? But it's not, because those are illegal. But look at this model. This is truly what Arbonne is. It's all just bursting out like a, beautiful little bubble of, circles. So think about, I didn't know where I was going with that one, so I'm just trying to make it sound pretty. Right. So go build a business with your bubbles. No, but literally, like, that is actually just how easy it is. I remember when I started my business, I had just had Grayson, and I didn't just start them, but I was like going crazy with my business then because I knew I had to replace that salary like ASAP, or my husband was going to be like, you're going back to teaching because we need that additional income. So I asked a few friends to host events for me. I said, could you just get like a few friends together? You know that I am doing this and building this to be at home with Grayson. Like, okay, sure. And from that, then someone else booked at that event, and someone else booked at that event. It's basically this visual. And then someone at that event joined my team, and then someone at that event joined the team. I mean, that's really cool if you think about it, when I really reflect back to that. And that's the simplicity behind Arbonne. Okay, so we have a generous compensation plan, so it's like, but get to the point. What's the money to be made? So you start as a consultant, and as a consultant, you can make money right away, which I love. So consultants, this isn't up here, but consultants make 15% off of preferred client order and 35% off of a consultant order. So you could have an amazing first launch party and you could make, $300. So that's exciting in and of itself. District manager is our first level of management. You'll see we have I know at least we have one district manager promotion this month. So we teach you to promote to district manager in your first 1 to really just 2 months. We show you how you can do that. And district managers make between $200 to $1,000 plus per month. So this looks different for everyone, but I'll tell you personally how it looked for me, which was we had just bought our first home. I was a teacher. She's working at Enterprise Rent-A-Car. It's not a great salary. So when something went wrong with the house, guess what? We had my Arbonne check, which was really helpful. And then the next level is area manager, and that's $1,000 to $3,500 plus per month. Your income becomes willable here. That's amazing. So it's written in my will, or our will, that should something, happen to me, my business actually goes down 2 generations, meaning Ryan and my kids will still collect the residual income I've built, and they can choose to continue building the business if they would like. That makes me feel really good. I already said, $1,035. So let me tell you what this might look like for you. So I'm just going to use it for me, but I want you to think what that would look like for you. So this was replacing my teacher salary, and it was very doable. Area manager does not look like you've got a team of 100 people. I think that's a misconception. It's really just a few really working for their goals too. And then regional vice president is $3,500 to $16,000 plus per month. And this is when you earn your car bonus. So our company car is a white Mercedes, and you get an $800 car bonus to use toward. And your car can cost less than that or more, but Arbonne gives you $800. And regional. Okay, so what does this look like? You can guess what regional vice president might look like for your life. For some people, this is replacing their income. For some people, this is doubling their income, right? So it just kind of depends on where you're coming from. And then national vice president is our top level, and it's an average of $22,000 plus per month. And we personally, many of us in this room have met our, leaders who are just a little more up in our upline, you call it, who make well over that per month. And you wouldn't know it by meeting them, but we do know it because we know their organization. So The car bonus is increased here. It's $1,000 per month at this level, which is awesome. So I'm going to roll through that one because we're talking about independent consultant tonight. So just to address some common fears and hesitations. You know, we all have fears and hesitations. At least probably 99% of people do. When you're introduced to something that's may feel different or that's a change, you usually have some sort of fear or hesitation. So I don't have enough time. This one means that you definitely need to do Arbonne because it's going to allow you to have more time. So, you know, sometimes I'll ask someone, if you had more time and money, you know, what would you do? Right? And that's a very good question to ask yourself because this business can actually provide you those things. It can provide you more time and more money. And then the other thing is we teach you how to work smart. So we have a system for success, which is awesome. And this is not, you know, my first rodeo or Dina's or many others in this room. You know, I've been doing Arbonne for 6 years and I'm just doing what was taught to me. And that kind of goes back to that duplication. And we teach you how to fit this into your life. It's really just that you have to prioritize it in some way to really make it work. Does it mean that you need to, like you thought, Amber, go full-time Arbonne 40 hours a week in order to grow a successful business? No, but does it mean that you need to have focused hours per week to grow your business? Yes, depending on, you know, if you want to grow at a certain level. I don't have enough money. That's the good thing is it's not like some massive, you know, big buy-in or anything. Like that's not the Arbonne way. So that's a relief. And, you know, this is an opportunity to make more money. And literally, in my first month of Arbonne, I distinctly remember that I made back more than what I had spent to invest in my business. And then I don't know enough people. So you kind of heard my story that when I had Grayson, I asked just a few friends if they would get just a few friends together. So it's really just, even if you knew one person who would get 3 friends together for you, then you're going to network out from that. So I encourage you to just know there are people everywhere, and there are people willing to learn about Arbonne and to, you know, want to hear about Arbonne, and they're really looking for this. So sometimes that's more of a mindset thing. You probably do know enough people, or really the right people. You just got to kind of get out there. But you don't need to know massive amounts of people to start your business by any means. And what will people think and what am I getting into kind of go hand in hand. But you know what other people think is really none of my business, right? And so that's the first thing to think about. And, you know, I always go back to Dina. You always shared this with me. Like, you know, people aren't paying my mortgage. People aren't paying my retirement, you shared. And now that I'm getting older, I'm like, it's more and more relevant. Like, people are not determining what school my children are going to go to down the road, or, you know, what vacations we're going to take. Who cares? So you've really got to dig deep on that one and remember this is about what you want, and there are other people who want what you want, and when you say yes to what you want, many others are able to say yes to what they want too. Okay, so dream big. I mean, that's a perfect lead-in, right? So just the sky's the limit. Dreaming big, that may come natural to you. If it doesn't, it's okay, because Arbonne's going to teach you to dream big. And how much more fun is it to dream? A lot more fun, right? So you are where you are today because of the choices you made yesterday. That's always so powerful to me. So basically, the choices we make today are going to determine where we are tomorrow. If you keep doing what you're doing, where will you be in 5 years? Question I didn't really feel comfortable answering, because in my heart I knew it was the same place that I was right then. And that's actually what propelled me to really make a change. And instead of asking yourself, well, gosh, what if this doesn't work? You know, well, my goodness, what if it does, right? So that's the Arbonne mindset anyways. It's just that the power of positive thinking, but also it's that, what I said at the beginning when I shared my story, that feeling of hope is that right there. What if it does? That really puts you right back at that feeling of hope. Are there any more slides, or is that our last one? Okay. So I just want to just close this out by saying, you know, after you're going to hear a lot more here from other consultants. You're going to see the recognition, and just know that it's all is the real deal. It doesn't have to feel too good to be true, because it is true, and we're living proof that it is. So thank you, guys.
Connolly and Amber.
That was
Awesome.
fun.
Both of you. You can tell y'all were talking about Really amazing. Well, just before we get into the recognition, I saw the book Success Happens again today. And Derek wrote Dare to Dream and Work to Win, and Success Happens, two of my very favorite books on network marketing. And in Success Happens, he writes that there are 3 reasons that people get involved with the network marketing business. So the first one, this is not a trick question, it's the obvious. Somebody want to say, what's the first one? Money. To income, whether it is to earn a few hundred a month, to have that cushion breathing room in the budget, or to earn $1,000 to $2,000 to have some supplemental income that you can budget in vacation, or whether it's to completely replace and then far surpass your income and have different choices in life. The number one reason that people start a network marketing business is some level of extra income. The second one, I won't make you guess because it might be harder to think, but it will make sense, is affiliation, which is the socialization and the relationships with people who are friendly and fun, not weird like we think, like I thought too, friendly and fun, authentic, open people. It is so energizing to be with people who have such a zest for life and who have some dreams, and then have a vehicle, a proven plan for success. It is very energizing, not quoting from the book, but just quoting from saying from my own 10 years of experience, and you'd say the same thing. So would every consultant in here, how energizing it is to be with people like this. And then the third is recognition, because so many people are not honored, recognized, rewarded for their hard work and their accomplishments in the workplace. And they sense, or just begin to see by coming to something like this, that there is public recognition for work done in private, for people's personal accomplishments. And we have come to love the recognition in Arbonne. Connolly and I just got to experience some really great recognition in Arbonne going on the Atlantis trip, and seeing what Arbonne does for what 600 of us out there plus our guests made it a lot more. And I mean, no place that we've ever worked before has rewarded and recognized by just paying for an all-inclusive trip like that. And we've earned, several of those. Jesse has too. So, I mean, there's every one of you could earn that next incentive trip and be recognized by Arbonne like that. So watch for that. But we're getting ready to do some recognition right here. And we want to recognize those who are in qualification first for the first level of promotion, District Manager, Ray Spittle, sponsored by Maggie Hall. And Allie, congrats.
Yeah. I'm not hugging only because I don't want to seem rude.
But Maggie here. Do you want to do like a picture with Ray then you?
Yeah, poor Ray.
We need Ray. Because the other one is, hold on, Allie Moog, Virginia, sponsored by Amber Fry. And Allie's working tonight. She but anyway, also in qualification for district. So do you want to take the picture?
I can do it. Yeah.
Take the picture. Because we've got to have a picture of you on Facebook. You can't be alone. Nobody likes to do pictures alone. Congrats, Ray. Congrats.
1, 2, 3.
Congrats, Grandma Rachel.
Grandma Rachel.
Proud granny.
I don't look like a granny. All right, and then do you want to read this one?
Yes, we have a new district manager, and she cannot be here tonight. But Jeanette, come on up. Let's at least say something. It's Bronwyn. Is it Otten?
Yep, it's
Otten, and sponsored by Miss Jeanette
Well, to Bronwyn and to you guys haven't met Bronwyn, but she is just super busy. She owns Corner Bar. But Bronwyn, if you're watching, I know you'll be watching from home, I am just super proud of you because you just jumped into this business and you just led and you did an amazing job. You just did what you loved and you're passionate about fitness, you're passionate about people, you're passionate about just teaching others to feel great about themselves, and then you went for it all. You set your goals, which I loved, and then you just followed through. And and she has never been to a meeting, guys. Never. Isn't that kind of crazy? Yeah. Like she's never been. So I'm really excited. She's gonna make one, but she just they have like kids and the husband's out of town. town today. So, but I'm proud of you, and we have gifts for you too. So we can't wait to give them to you, and we can't wait to meet you, right, guys?
Yeah.
That's right.
When you,
Friday.
yeah,
I'll see you Friday.
we'll gift Miss Bronwyn, of course. So you get gifted when you become a new district manager. So Bronwyn's got gifts coming her way. We want you all to know about that because that's part of the fun of Arbonne. So Bronwyn will get her bracelet as well. So when you promote to district manager, one of the other gifts you get from your regional vice president is the bracelet. And then the person who promoted you, the consultant, gets a charm to add to
my
your
bracelet.
bracelet. So
Okay.
congrats, Jeanette,
Thank you.
for promoting us. Yes.
I have
You know what?
stay right here because the next recognition is.
Oh, our area manager in qualification. Oh, yes.
I'll take a picture of these
Yeah.
two.
I'm not, you're like,
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Love you.
Can't wait to recognize
And how very fun. All of you who've been on Facebook today have already seen our brand new area manager, Anna Nice. So proud of you, Anna. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Anna's going to say a few words here. I am so very proud of Anna here. I'll talk for a second. And Anna is Amber's sister. How we put that together. Anna, I sponsored Anna, and Anna sponsored Amber, who you heard from a little while ago. And I have just come to love these two sisters so much. And they let me be their good friend, even though I'm twice their age. So, and you turn 32 this month, not next month. You're already in November.
Oh, I
So, it's this month. So anyway, but Amber is so incredibly coachable, and this is a big leap to go from stay-at-home mom with 4 children, I believe she has 4 children, and a brand new baby, 2 months old when she began this business last November, and it has not even been 1 year, and she has an amazing team, 2 district managers. Amber is one, and Becca, who is not here tonight, is one, and she is just so genuine. People just are attracted to you because you speak from the heart and you're not the least bit salesy. So I've got a couple of gifts from you, but I won't make you hold them while you're talking.
No,
Say
no.
just a couple of words.
I'm nervous and I'm emotional. I feel like it's very surreal. Everything kind of happened late last night, kind of the last day of the month. And I woke up this morning kind of feeling like, is this real? Did this really happen? It was a big goal to work towards, and I definitely would not have been able to do it without my incredible team. And without you, Dina. I just really value your friendship and your mentorship, and not even just in this business, but every day of my life. You just encourage me, and you're an amazing person. Anyone that knows you knows that. Thank you to my team, my amazing team. Everything that everybody did helped me get to this point, and I can't wait to help you all reach your goals. And Amber, thank you for you. I just love that we do this business together. I couldn't have wished for anybody better to be by my side. And you've really encouraged me so much, and I really feel like we need to reverse roles right now because you've worked so hard, and you've coached me more than I've coached you. And I just value you so much. I'm so glad that we can do this together. And thanks to my husband. He's here tonight, and he's been my biggest encourager in this. He's pushed me and encouraged me even the days when I feel like I can't do it. Days that I don't want to leave my kids when it's really an hour out of my time. But we have 4 kids, and I never imagined that there was a possibility for me to not only bring in an income for our family, but to build something really incredible for our whole family. To replace my husband's income one day would just be a dream for him to be able to do things that I know that he would really love to do, that he's really passionate about. I'm not even reading my notes. I don't even know.
Just doing great.
I don't know where I am. But I was just going to say, for anyone here tonight that's kind of feeling that tug, I know that I felt it. A year ago this month, I came to my first meeting, and Dina, I'm so glad that you were brave to just ask me to look into it. And I'm really glad that my eyes were open and my ears were open to just hear the possibility for this for our family. And so if you're feeling that tug, just jump into it, try it. You really don't have anything to lose.
And if fear is playing a big part in your decision, I know that was and is still a big part for me. But I read a quote today that I really loved. It says, "Always go with the choice that scares you the most, because that's the one that is going to help you grow." And I know that I've grown immensely this year, and I'm really fortunate. So, thank you.
With your sister here, and I am so proud of you. Really,
Yeah, James looks like it.
Do the sister hug. I'll get another one.
Yay!
I'll give it to you. Okay, now another one, Sharon. Thank you.
Get in there.
Okay, I heard that, Jessie. She said it. I was on my bad side because
Your daughter did.
I'm not going to do that. It's the side that's like spinning. And so guys, for all that you shared. And I kept thinking, if I tell her she's going to speak, then she's not going to push to get to area because she doesn't want to speak. That was so beautiful from your heart. And Timothy, thanks for your support from the beginning. Oh my goodness. All right, next. We're going to recognize those who received their district manager bonus, and for those that are not sure what that is, because you're a guest, it's $2,500 you and your team, or you personally, to maintain district. But if you have $5,000 in your district, you and all your team, and 5 new preferred clients or consultants during the month, then you receive a $200 bonus from Arbonne and some recognition at the meeting and a Starbucks card from either Connolly or me. So district manager bonus earners this month, Connolly. And where's my card to you? It's here.
Don't worry.
It's here.
We'll get
Oh, it's here. One says Con. And Jeanette Stillman.
Yay.
And a couple of you just come right back up here. Anna Nice. Amber Fry. Fran Babishak. And next, perfect brick. Okay, what is that crazy word? Y'all are using all these words, we don't know what they are. Perfect brick. Think of laying a foundation when you're building a building that you want to last. You want to build it, one brick at a time, and that's what we talk about in this business. It's not some get-rich-quick thing. It is building a steady, healthy foundation and laying one brick every month, and that brick being that you have $2,500 in sales, and that's the retail price. The clients are getting it at a discount, so the big number gets to count, which is to our advantage. $2,500. And you've personally sponsored 5 new preferred clients or consultants in any combination that have orders of $150 or more. That's what we call the perfect brick. You don't see it on your Arbonne screen that's recognized by Arbonne, except your paycheck is obviously more than if you have a couple hundred in sales. But it's that perfect brick that just keeps growing, and it also gives you the confidence to say to someone else, come do exactly what I'm doing and you'll succeed. Because if you do that and you teach someone else to do that, you're a district manager and you have your district manager bonus, and you duplicate that one more time, that's the area. So we want to recognize those each month with more just coming up and getting a Starbucks card. Perfect Brick Connolly, Perfect Brick Ray Spittle, and 3 more Perfect Bricks Jesse Collier, and Allie Moog, who was the one that is in qualification and is not here, and Anna. So, yeah, you don't even know, because you're just working your business, and because I'm watching, and you're just working your business.
You earned those lattes.
Anyway, congrats. And I think we are ready for Rachel. And you know what you're doing next. Come on up, Rachel.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Rachel Camfield. I'm an Executive Area Manager and Independent Consultant with Arbonne, and I'm super excited tonight to be sharing with you guys about a few really cool things. And the first one is Strong Start. So the thing I love about Arbonne, like Connolly mentioned, there's the recognition, there's, you get paid for what you're worth, and Arbonne also teaches you and really rewards you right off the bat for just doing your job and getting to work in those part-time hours and weaving this into your life with the simple system for success. So with Strong Start, this is how you earn it if you are a new consultant in the room, or if you're a guest and you're thinking, this sounds like it might be a good fit for me, and wow, something new, something extra to get excited about here. So you promote to district manager in your first two of your first 3 months. Sorry about that. So just like our system for success that you saw up on the screen with the different compensation levels, we teach and train our success line to promote to district manager in your first 1 to 2 to 3 months. So if you're doing that, you're gonna be qualified for that. And then your first month that you are enrolled in Strong Start, you're gonna earn a tote bag, and I know they just updated it. This is the one that we've all gotten, but I would love to go back and start over and get the new one because it is so sleek. It's like leather and kind of like Coachy Kate Sadie. So don't get your heart set on that one, but I promise you'll love the new one. The second month you are a part of Strong Start, you get a gorgeous necklace, and I don't know if anyone's wearing it tonight. Denise is wearing it tonight. It has, looks like a key, and Mary's got it on. It's actually a really great conversation starter because it's so cute. People are like, that's great. What is that? Let me tell you. And then the third month that you are a part of Strong Start, you of course, you get that RE9 set, which is on display up here. Those are the orange bottles. This is our signature product line, which if you're wondering why everyone's face has a beautiful, what's the word, glow? Not shine, but glow. That's why most of the time it's actually going to help you with your makeup and everything. So you get a free set of that, and that retails over $300. Yeah. And then once you graduate, this is the most exciting part. So if you like to shop, if you love Arbonne products, if you're an Arbonne junkie like many of us are, you actually get a $700 product voucher in your shopping cart. Just shows up and you can spend it really on whatever you want. So that's amazing. So that is the Strong Start program. And the next thing I'm going to get to share with you all about is GTC. And GTC is our global training conference. And I never considered myself a Vegas person before. I went to trade shows to Las Vegas. And I went to Las Vegas last year. Seems like a year ago. Yeah, last April for GTC. And it's our global training conference. So if you can imagine the feeling that you maybe have in this room right now and multiply it by 18,000, you might be getting close to the magic of GTC. So it's in Las Vegas. Like I mentioned, we go as a team. And again, if you're a new consultant or if you're a guest and you're thinking about it and you're eligible to come, this is the time to sign up. It's incredible if you're a numbers person to think about this time last year when GTC pre-registration opened and you actually have an early bird rate. I believe it was 6,000 consultants had pre-registered. It's almost double this time from last year. And so that's insane. That's so exciting. It did sell out last year and it's going to sell out again this year. So if you're thinking about it or on the edge, I'd say just go for it. The other part I'll add into that, because I believe in the power of manifestation and also the power of energy and setting intention. I believe if you just do it right now, you have, I don't even know how many months between now and April. That's like a great statement to the universe for you to be in this thing, for you to go and to paint the picture in your mind and to paint that vision for yourself. You're going to go with a team. You're going to go with some people, right? And you're going to be building your business to get to that point so that you feel so proud and excited when April rolls around. We're sitting by the pool, so please come join us. And then the last thing I get to talk about tonight is the Genius Ultra. And this is very special. It's very exciting. If you checked your email, you heard about this. I think they said Black Friday came early, and it certainly did. So now through November 16th, there is the Genius Ultra, our newest skincare device, that has a set special. So typically, when you get the Genius Ultra, it's going to come with a lifting and contouring eye cream and also the serum. From now until November 16th, get back to the notes, it is going to also come with the
Nourishing Facial Oil, thank you. And you're going to get it over 50% off and free shipping. So,
And the
and your little
case.
bag, and the carrying case. Just
It's
hey,
a good deal.
Christmas came early, so that's a great reason to call people that maybe are on the fence about Genius Ultra or said, I'm going to wait. They don't want to wait on this one. So thanks everybody, and happy to see you.
And speaking of GTC, we want everyone who is already registered to stand, and we're going to give you the bracelets that Arbonne mails us too. All right.
Look
Thank you, Lauren. And who else? Do we have more?
Wow.
Joy. There's a
Did you take a group picture and post it because we all said yes?
And then I get ideas. Everyone who's registered, someone's to get that is great. So they go back to the bracelets. And yeah, they did go back to the bracelets. And now, Jesse, you're up for clean air. And then Jeanette can just come up right after Jesse. I'll keep it moving. You know, I'm so excited.
Okay, guys, my name is Jessie Collier. I'm an executive area manager, and I get to share a little bit about our 30 Days to Healthy Living, which is one of my favorite things besides the business to talk to people about. Because how many people do you know try every new fad diet that comes out? And there are a lot. And I see a lot of heads shaking. And there is an entire, $7 trillion industry behind health and wellness that we get to be a part of, except all of those fad diets are setting people up for failure because they try it. How many people do you know are still on South Beach? How many people do you know that are still on Atkins? The point is that you do this for however long people last, and then they yo-yo back to worse than they were before they even started the program. And then the next thing comes out, and they're like, oh, maybe this will work. I'll try that. Then it doesn't work. And then, oh, maybe I'll try this one. And how many people do you know that do that, right? And these companies are profiting off of people doing that over and over and over again. And the beautiful thing about this program is that it teaches people how to eat and how certain foods affect you. So you're taking out allergenic and acidic and inflammatory foods from your diet for 30 days, and you feel amazing. Most people join it because they want to lose the weight, but the biggest response that I get back when people are finished with the program, and I'm sure a lot of you will agree, is people talk about how amazing they feel. And then, oh yeah, I lost X amount. Because the problem with most of these fad diets is that they try to make us believe that in order to get healthy, we have to lose weight. But what it really is in order to lose weight, you have to get healthy. And this program helps you learn that and helps you be sustainable with those choices even after the 30 days is up. So you're taking out gluten, you're taking out dairy, you're taking out soy, you're taking out processed food, sugar, and alcohol, which are all very tough on the liver. So you're getting your body back to the correct pH. I know, no wine, I'm sorry. You can do it for 30 days, promise. There are certain things that I just don't add back into my diet on a regular basis. I'll have pizza every once in a while that's not gluten-free. But I don't buy bread every week for my family anymore because I know it's not serving me. I don't have cheese in every single meal. I don't drink 2 glasses of milk every day like I used to, and my body thanks me for it. So those are some of the things that I've learned, and like my dad, I've helped him drop his cholesterol by like 50 points, and I've helped multiple other people do the same thing through this program. That's just one. Drop blood pressure, getting off certain types of medications. Another big one for me recently is a friend who had tried so many different things. How many people know somebody who has headaches or migraines? This program can help them. And so this girl saw that I was posting about the clean eating, and she said, you know what? She messaged me, I've tried so many things and I'm at wit's end. I've seen so many neurologists, I've gotten prescribed hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of pain meds, but obviously medication doesn't cure you, it just covers up the symptoms. Pain is an indication that something is wrong, and it's a gift to us to tell us, pay attention, something you're doing is not right, and migraines, joint pain, lack of energy, lack of focus, constant exhaustion, all of those are signs that something is wrong. And typically, you have to let food be your medicine. Food is the best medicine for us, not the drug companies, because they're profiting off of us not getting better and continuing to buy those medications. So I'm sure you can figure out how this story ends. But, she tried all these things. She did the 30-day program, and within 2 weeks, these debilitating migraines that she was getting every single day for 20 years, not one of those doctors talked to her about her food choices, not one. Turns out she was doing a soy protein shake every single day for the last 20 years, and not one person told her, hey, that's acidic, allergenic, you could be having a reaction to that. She took that out, was doing our protein shakes, and she hasn't had a headache since because of this program. Food is the key to our health. So I hope that inspires you and gives you a story that you can share and maybe help with somebody else with this program, because it is life-changing. It's not just another product to get people addicted to, but it's a life-changing program that is backed by scientific results. So I hope that helps.
Lauren and Jeanette do the raffles is the little bag back there. Lauren, do you mind running back there to get that? And I do it within 5 minutes. Break that up. I was like, they're going to do raffles.
What am I supposed to talk about?
No, about raffles.
I was like looking like,
What do you mean? Oh, this is yours. Yeah, sure.
I'll let, you know what, and then pass the gifts out.
That's right.
I have ticket number 577.
What?
Last three. 577. I bet you it's me if no one says it. Doris, look at my little bag.
Oh, girl, you promote the area? You know this will be your lucky day.
Oh, on the back. See it poking out? That'd be so funny. I think it is. What is that? 577?
On the last three. I think it is.
Yeah, 577.
Yeah! Doris, you can have the prize. Oh. That's pretty cool. That's a sign. I have one area next month. All right. 583. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's good. 574.
Always. Sorry, that's how you're supposed to react.
That's it. Okay. 565.
Right here. Yay!
Thank you to make it.
579. Oh, yay! Ooh, someone wrapped this all pretty. That's that again? Yeah. Okay.
If we didn't give it away already, it's up there.
581.
I tried before, sorry.
Great, thank you all. And I get to close us out tonight, and just want to thank every single one of you who spoke. I'll leave out someone, with Connolly and Amber and Anna and Jesse, and who else spoke in here tonight? Rachel, hello. I know at least someone else I started listening. Every one of you were just awesome. I love getting through you. I'll never forget when I had to do everything in a meeting. And it is just such a joy to see all of you able to, any one of you could just lead this whole entire meeting yourself. So I will close this out, and just for the guests who don't know anything of my background before I read what I've got here, just my quick version is that when I heard of Arbonne, what I was doing was my husband and I had bought a business back in 2000. He was already self-employed as a CPA. We bought another business that I started doing from home alone in a little cubicle of our living room, now office. Fax, phone, and computer were my only companions. I worked completely alone, never saw a single person in year after year. And it was a good choice in that I was home when Carly and Natalie walked in the door in the afternoons, and I could run them around some in the summers. I appreciated that. I really did. But the work that I did was boring, and it was not one bit fulfilling. It made money. It contributed to our family income. I was very grateful for that, and very grateful that I was not working somewhere and missing everything going on at home. But as those of you who know me well or who have read my story have heard me say, I longed for work that was meaningful. I knew I was meant to do more than this with my life, and I thought, maybe I'm going to work nights or something somewhere, but I cannot just do this. I will die inside, because I needed that, what I was talking about being around people who have a zest for life and who have dreams. I mean, that wasn't even, I didn't even think like that, because I really didn't think about my own dreams anymore, because they certainly were never going to come about, because every day looked like the day before it. And so that is where I was when I was saying, no, I'm not going to do one of these things, even though I was in love with the skincare and had seen a difference in my skin. I was saying no to the business when, many of you have similar stories when this was getting ready to offer you everything that you'd said you were looking for. We just don't recognize it at the outset. And so it has so changed my life, changed my world, that some of you have heard my little creative writing. I did this a couple of years ago. It was my interview that I made up of, and I saw the date, how I have it saved, and it was interview January 2015. I think I've read it one time later, so I don't bring it out more than once a year. But consultants that have already heard it, this is not for you. This is for the guests that have not heard it. But I was just having fun thinking about me in a job interview today. Rachel, have you heard this, or is this before your?
I've never heard it.
Okay, all right. See, there's lots of new consultants in here. So can you imagine how an interview would go now with me saying to a potential employer who's ready to offer me a job, I'm a really hard worker. I give 110% to anything I start. I learn quickly. I have tons of energy. I'm always willing to try something new. There's just a few little things I need before I will accept this job. First of all, I like to sleep until I wake up every morning, not an alarm clock. And I like to start with coffee. Sorry, clean eating people, I do start with coffee. I like to start with coffee and reading, and then go for a run once it's light outside. So I will choose each day when I come in and what time I will leave. Now, my tennis team, Mary, you'll like this. My tennis team has matches on Tuesday. If they get rained out, they're sometimes rescheduled on Friday or other random days. So just saying at the outset, there's going to be some days I just won't be here. Now, some days I'll be here working for hours, but there'll also be days where I won't be here at all, because I can take care of things with my cell and my computer. And then my daughters. They are grown. They are my best friends. One lives in town, and I love to spend time with her and with her two little boys that are the loves of my life, and I love to be able to just look at my own calendar and say, yes, I can come keep them, or yes, I can just hang out with you. And my other daughter lives just in Charlottesville, and she pops over here from time to time, and I would like to be able to just hop up and go do something with her, or run over there and spend time with her. So another, there's some other days that I just won't be in here. Also, I see you've set a salary cap. Ooh. This is a big problem. I don't like salary caps. I want to be rewarded for my efforts and have no limit on what I can earn. Every month, I want to be able to decide my pay raise. I am also big on incentive trips, and based on my contributions to growing this company, I expect to be treated to a top-notch resort vacation on an annual basis. And my car, all right, this is pretending it's before, and my car is 14 years old, and it really needs to be replaced. That's the exact age of my car when I got my Mercedes sidebar. My car is 14 years old and really needs to be replaced. I would like for you to pay for a brand new white Mercedes every 4 to 5 years, so that I never have to sink good money into repairing old cars anymore, and never have to worry about a car payment again. Now, in return for all these privileges, I will invest myself in others and go out there and wake up other sleeping giants who will come in here with the same requirements, but who will work tirelessly for their dreams. I will help others see the importance of having a plan B, whether they're in their 20s or their 70s, and help them to create a residual income that will give them options in life they would never have otherwise. And it will be a huge win-win for you and for them. As crazy as that sounds, that's exactly what we have in Arbonne. It's exactly what we have. Something I would never have dreamed was out there. And that is something that is available to every single person in this room. We all have, you heard the presentation, you see the products, we all have the same products, we all have the same company, we all have the same opportunity. The only variable is you. And that's a good variable to have because you're in control of that. You're in control of how you grow your belief. If your belief is shaky, like, okay, I can see how they could be successful, but maybe not me, that can change. You can grow that belief, and we're here to help you with that. And you get to decide by the actions that you take, by whether you're willing to be a little inconvenienced to, carve out some time. Like Anna was saying, there were times where I just wanted to be home with my kids, and it just meant an hour of doing something different. It's just making those choices. And if you're still looking at this and thinking, yeah, but what are the odds people really get to where you are, folks? I started this at the age of 50, working out of a little, cubicle, not seeing anyone, and had lost touch with so many people that I knew. And if I can come out of that little hole in the wall and build a business and get to have these amazing, amazing leaders in my life, surrounded by people with that zest for life and dreams, and a vehicle that we believe in that can reach those, every one of you can do that too. So if you're asking, what are the odds, really just ask yourself, what are your odds? And your odds are high because they're in your control to do that. So thank you for coming tonight. Thank you all. So that'll come at another time. But anyway, we'll meet again the first Tuesday in December, and that incentive trip is going to be posted. It always is posted on December 1st. And I want to encourage you, when you see that, first of all, know that beginning to earn it really starts now. It starts with the seeds that you plant in November and all of the asking, all of the sharing that you do in November, because this is one of those businesses that you're always working 30 and 60 and 90 days ahead. And everything you do now, don't sit back and go, well, I won't do anything until December because I want it to all count in. You will have an awesome December if you have an awesome November. We're in November. But anyway, just believe that you can earn it, and Kamala and I'll be doing a call, I know, on telling you exactly how to break this down and earn this trip, because we're not going alone the next time. All right, have a good night. We're on time.